Hello, everybody! Welcome to another episode of What's Your Birthday Mashup? Today is July 21st, and I'm really excited to tell you what your birthday mashup is. For those of you who celebrate, happy birthday! Your birthday mashup for today is Actually Romantic from The Life of a Showgirl and How Did It End from The Tortured Poets Department. But if you combine the two songs together, you will get How Did the Romance End? That's a good question for anyone who wants to ask. We're 3 days away until Music, Fashion, Film, which means we're also 3 days away until Used to Be Young. And Charlie has gone through a lot and wants to ask herself, how did the romance end? How did the love end, the relationship end, the marriage end, the singularity continues for her? Since the brat days, everyone's been talking about her insecurities. Meanwhile, everyone, including the fans have been talking about the beef behind Actually Romantic and Sympathy is a Knife still, which has been happening since The Life of a Showgirl's release. Showgirl and brat are two common themes about their personal life, their personal insecurities, anxieties, fears, and whatever the case is. With Music, Fashion, Film on the way, I'm hoping that's a better spot than Brat. Brat is being overplayed. Same thing with Man's Best Friend. Same thing with You Seem Pretty Sad. Guts, Harry's House. The whole thing about radio is getting worse and worse. They don't know what to play next, rather than being goal enough to make it more mature. They don't play anything that's more mature. They don't play anything that looks back and reflects for themselves. They just play a lot of formulaic heartbreak. They play a lot of bratty, childish breakup songs that are really popular for the fans, not just for fans, but for radio play only. Don't listen to the radio unless if you're going to look back and think about the mature songs, not the bratty, childish breakup songs that everyone expects on the radio. The radio sucks, which is why they made a song called Radio Gaga, which originated for Radio Caca, French for shit. Funny enough. And honestly, I got off with one of the users that think jazz is underrated. Meanwhile, people are thinking Queen 2 is underrated because they know a lot of songs more than jazz. I think jazz should be listened more because they don't know anything about what the deal is. They haven't heard songs from France or Switzerland. They only know the ones from the first two albums, Keep Yourself Alive, March of the Black Queen. They don't know anything about jazz. Jealousy and In Only 7 Days are the true standouts. The true ballads. Leaving Home Ain't Easy talks about escapism, which was one of the themes from my second album, In the Weeds. I have written about escapism since February, and one of the things that I happened to have written last year was Runaway. I wanted to save that song for my second album, After My Heart Belongs to You. And a ballad like that transitioning to a big rock anthem that is influenced by Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends from the huge, successful In the Weeds, which everyone thinks that it's a follow-up to In the Trees. I absolutely agree. Next up, I want to talk about Used to Be Young. Now, I started Used to Be Young week after the weekend for looking back at Goodbye Yellow Brick Road era. So, after the Goodbye Yellow Brick Road era, I started Used to Be Young week with jazz. I uploaded a bunch of shorts, and some people liked the jazz content, the jazz music video, the jazz one takes. The jazz cover is still on my YouTube channel. Today after this session of birthday mashups, which is episode 202, by the way, we've passed 200 episodes. And today, after this session, I want to upload shorts from my A Night at the Opera music video and behind-the-scenes content, including one-take versions in different colors. Because each theme has a different common theme. Each music video has a different common theme. Jazz has cosplays. A Night at the Opera has a colorful lit bedroom. Plastic Hearts was my first real music video, switching from drama and performances. Something Beautiful is very city-wide theme, and Used to Be Young was the last music video with long hair. After that, after I got it cut, Jazz was the first music video to have a modern mullet, which is why I wanted to create a pattern between two hairstyles, modern mullet and long hair. They're all cover albums that are recorded by me. They're all a bunch of covers that no one has ever heard of before, no one has ever seen, no one has ever listened to or watched. I filmed them all by myself without any help, because it only took me 6 months to film. So, after whatever time I want to upload, A Night at the Opera is my next music video of the day. And so, if you have a favorite song from A Night at the Opera, let me know what your favorites are in the comments. And remember, before I forget, second series of shoutouts from around the world is finished. It only took me a while because I was in the midst of filming Plastic Hearts, writing my third studio album, Meet Me Behind the Mall, and all I did was give shoutouts during that time, and it was really fun. I can't wait to do it again for the third time. And remember, The Life of a Showgirl has 12 songs, The Torture Poets Department has 31 songs, everyone has a birthday mashup. What's yours? And that is how Boo sees it.